just want to think about this gift idea that Professor Anton launched. If you're watching this, Corey, I haven't read the books that you're talking about, I'm afraid, so I can't get into the specifics. It may be completely irrelevant what I've got to say, but so it's just a kind of riff on the idea of the gift, really. I mean, a couple of things for me. I mean, the key thing about gifts, and possibly curses as well, but curses less so, is gifts, is that they sit outside of an economics, don't they? I mean, that's the idea of it, at least. That, you know, our life is one of getting and spending, and an exchange and transaction, and sowing seeds and reaping the rewards, and fair exchanges, no robbery. That all kind of, and the converse of that, which is to do with justice and retribution, trying to get something for nothing, is frowned upon and is considered to be robbery or outrageous fortune. You know, fortune, it is outrageous. So I guess within a kind of logic of economics that seems to inform so much of our day-to-day life and common sense, the idea of a gift is something a bit odd, isn't it, really? I mean, talk about the idealised gift. I know real gifts between human beings tend to be loaded with all kinds of expectations of return and indebtedness and reciprocity, but I'm talking about the idealised gift, the gift of the benefit that just appears unbidden, or conversely, you know, the curse that just appears without unwanted on your doorstep. I suppose all I'm saying, it just seems to sit outside of the economic systems. And what do you do with that? You know, because on the one hand it has a kind of magical quality, and I'm not using magical in any literal sense, of course, but again, lived experience tells us that for the most part you reap what you sow, you get what you spend, you get your just desserts overall, you know what I mean? What goes around comes around. Everybody's kind of got the karma, instant karma going to get you. You know, all that kind of stuff is so much of a part of our expectations of life that and part of a kind of naive physics almost, you know what I mean? There's almost a naive psychological physics going on, that everything comes around and that everything works out in the end. And there's no such thing as a free lunch. So when something does appear like that, when a gift does appear on the horizon, or just manifest itself like a sphere in flatland, it's so outside of that physics, it's almost supernatural. There's something about that quality. That's right. I guess I'm just thinking about gifts right now. I'll see if I can apply life as a gift in a bit. But on the other hand, that's this appearance outside of the natural physics of reciprocal economics. Complicated sentence, sorry about that. The idea of the gift as appearing outside of that, can be both positive and negative, can't it? I mean, even in the real world they're kind of positive and negative. You know, we have the idea of the white elephant. I guess that's a phrase which is available in the States as well as here in the UK. The white elephant is a gift. Well, it's come to me in a gift that is just stupid and unwanted, you know what I mean? It's this really ugly vase that your auntie gives you, but you can't get rid of it because she comes round and sees you occasionally, so you have to keep it in the cupboard and get it out and put it on the sideboard every few weeks when she comes to visit. You know, the white elephant has acquired that kind of status, but I believe the white elephant comes from a tradition in India where if you wanted to curse someone, you would give them a gift of a white elephant, or an elephant anyway, generally. Because an elephant is so expensive to look after and demands so many resources to take care of, and is so hard to get rid of, that you're basically cursing someone if you give them a white elephant. You're saddling them with a responsibility, unbidden, unwanted, undeserved even. That's just kind of appeared, fallen on them. This huge white elephant just kind of fallen on them, and they're stuck underneath it forever. Really, you've cursed them, and probably cursed their progeny for years to come, given the economic damage that having to look after an elephant will do to you. Yeah, so there's something about that, I guess, for me. So just to take on this idea that life is a gift. I mean, I think this is what you're saying anyway, Corey. I think because the word gift has very positive overtones, you know, we assume that a gift is a good thing. I think you're saying it doesn't necessarily have to be. I think you're being much more kind of value neutral about it, in the way that I'm trying to express here. Then life, you know, it could be a white elephant. It just kind of sits on you. Or you know, you could, I don't know, maybe there's philosophies which spin it out as a gift that has some kind of positive value. But in terms of how we regard it, we don't regard it as, I don't think, as the product of an honest transaction. You know, and I know people like to try to say, yes, well, our ancestors have paid for our life, you know what I mean? And in a way that's kind of true. Thousands of generations of humans and proto-humans and primates have undoubtedly gone through the trials and tribulations of life so that I can appear in this forest right now. So in a sense there's an exchange. But I have no experience of that. I don't feel that. I know it, but I don't feel that. I don't feel that I personally, in any meaningful sense, have either deserved or earned this gift. And I'm also aware, of course, that by being here and by doing the things I'm doing and having the children I'm having, that I'm also passing the white elephant on, or passing the curse on, or passing the blessing on. I'm also doing the work, if you like, that is my part of an economic exchange that will probably be experienced by future generations as magically appearing as a gift, if we choose to look at it that way. Anyhow, I don't think I've said anything of any import there, Corey, but yeah, I'll give it a go.